Hey everybody, Travis here with Asian Favorites. I want to welcome you back to the channel. Thanks so much everybody for watching. I'm going to teach you how to make a super easy, delicious soup today. It's called myam. Really quickly, before I get started, I just want to give a quick hello to any Thai viewers that might be watching from around the world. Sawadee Yindi Tonrab Su Chung, YouTube, Kong Chan, Asian Favorites, Aka, Wani Pom Chama, Tam Tom Yum Gung, Aroima, Arai. Never mind. Katod, Sadikab, Kapumakab. Okay, everybody, this particular soup is called Tom Yum Goong. In Thai, goong means shrimp. So if you're in Thailand and you see this particular soup on the menu, it's almost always made with shrimp. Although here in the United States, this particular soup can be made with any type of protein or just vegetables even. The thing that I love about this soup is that it's yummy. It only takes about 10 minutes to make, and it really doesn't require very many ingredients. It can be made as mild or as spicy as you like, and it's also gluten-free, which is great if you have anybody who has that particular need. Thanks everybody for watching. I will see you all in the kitchen. Sawadee Kapumakab. Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. So we're going to start off here with about 2.5 cups of water. You could substitute this out and use vegetable stock or even like seafood stock, but to be honest with you, I've never done that because I feel like the soup already has plenty of flavor. 2.5 cups of water, and my water I've already taken tap water that's warm. So I did that on purpose for the sake of the video to really get the water boiling more quickly. So here I'm going to start off with my lime leaves first. I'm using 3 fresh lime leaves, and this is really going to get the aromatics going in the soup. And then I have some lemongrass here. I'm doing 2 pieces of lemongrass stalk, and then finally galanga. Galanga root is often used in Southeast Asia, and this is going to kind of give the tom yum soup a bit of a citrusy taste. Really, that's not the best description of galanga, but it's the best that I can come up with in my own palate. Next, I have chili paste with soybean oil. Chili paste is the prime ingredient for giving this particular soup its flavor. I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of chili paste. This particular brand that I'm using is called Pan Thai, and I like this brand a lot. I've used so many different types of chili paste over the years in my own restaurant, and Pan Thai is by far the best. This is not spicy by any means. Truthfully, to me, it's very mild as is. You may not even notice any spice at all. But the important thing here with this tom yum soup is getting that chili paste to be broken down and getting the water boiling as soon as you can with the lemongrass, the lime leaf, and the galanga root, because this is really going to help the soup get all the flavor. So let's get this going here, clean up my workspace here. I'm always messy when I'm in the kitchen. And you can see that mine is already starting to boil a little bit. So next we're going to go ahead and add fish sauce. Now for the fish sauce, I use the squid brand. We're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of this particular fish sauce. This is my favorite fish sauce. You can buy a plethora of different brands of fish sauce, but if you do anything, get the squid brand. I think it's the best, and a lot of my friends who own restaurants agree with me on this. Give this a stir. Then I'm going to add my lime juice. Now I'm adding 4 tablespoons of lime. That would be equivalent to about 2 large limes. If they're smaller limes, you probably want to use 3. I already have mine measured out. So 4 tablespoons of the fresh lime juice, and then I'm just going to give this a mix here. And so now in this particular soup, I've already added 3 of the Thai components, because all Thai recipes generally have a sour component, a salty component, a sweet component, and a sweet component. Those are the 4 main flavors. The chili paste was the sweet component. The chili paste has enough sugar in it already, so you don't need to add sugar. The salty was the fish sauce. The sour was the lime juice. The only thing we're missing now is the spicy, which is what I'm going to add right now. 1 fresh Thai chili, and I'm going to cut this in half. And if you like spicy, go ahead and add, 3, 4, 5. To me, 1 Thai chili is enough to give it enough pop. Now, I'm going to add in fresh mushrooms. If you were in Thailand and you were eating tom yum goong, they wouldn't use this kind of mushroom. In fact, they use over there oyster mushrooms, but here, just because it's easier to buy and this is found at your local grocery market, I'm just using white mushrooms. The mushrooms aren't really adding any flavor to the soup. The soup's flavor is coming from what you see boiling right now. So I just slice these into thirds. And then I'm going to take these and we're just going to incorporate this in here. And I add the mushrooms first because they don't break down very easy at all, and the important thing is to keep the soup boiling so that lemongrass, the lime leaf, and the galangal root really help those flavors emerge. Truthfully, this soup should only take about 10 minutes to make. The longest part is just really the emergence of those flavors. So I'm going to add onion. I've already sliced this white onion up. You don't have to add much here. I maybe have a 1/4 cup of onion, but in Thailand, most often you will not see tom yum goong made with onion at all. So next I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my green onion. Now, again, in Thailand, you're not going to find tom yum goong with any onions at all. Generally, it's again just those mushrooms, the shrimp, and those aromatics and the chili paste, the shrimp paste rather, that really give it its taste and flavor. So just going to give this a mix here, and I love the way the color is really starting to emerge in the soup. And I wish y'all could smell it because it smells terrific. You're getting hints of the galangal root, of the lemongrass, so you have the sweetness coming through, the sour scent. It's wonderful. And just look how beautiful it looks. So next I'm going to add my tomato. Now this I'm adding in last on purpose because I don't want it to break down. I'm just going to cut this diagonally, kind of on the side here, if you can see the way that I'm cutting with my knife, on both sides, all the way through. And then I'm going to turn the tomato and then just do one cut down the center. And so this is going to create 6 nice sized pieces that we're just going to incorporate in here. Again, don't add this until the end because you don't want it to break down. The last 2 ingredients that you're adding are the tomato and the shrimp. And I really want you to be careful when you are incorporating the shrimp in, because the last thing we want is the shrimp to overcook. I hate soup where it's overcooked shrimp. And so I want to show you exactly how I cut my shrimp here. I have about 1/2 cup of shrimp. You can add as many as you want, but look at my knife here. I'm going to take the shrimp and I'm going to cut it down the center about 3/4 of the way through on every piece, on every shrimp. And then I'm just going to add them in. Don't add them in until you have them already cut though, because this, see how I'm kind of halving it here? This is going to do 2 things. 1, it's going to help cook the shrimp a little bit faster, and 2, when the soup is served, it's going to really make the shrimp look more lush, more big, more beautiful. And I love that in this particular soup. So see, I'm just going to only let the shrimp cook maybe 30 seconds to 45 seconds. If you're adding a lot of shrimp at the same time, your temperature is going to drop in your soup, especially if the shrimp are refrigerated. So just kind of keep watching them very close. It should not take long to cook. You don't want to overcook them. Nobody likes rubbery shrimp. So I'm watching it really close. It's still simmering here. Take that one here. As soon as you notice that the shrimp are cooked through, stop the heat immediately, because even I would say stop it a little bit before, because the soup is hot, the shrimp are still going to continue to cook a bit. So this looks good. So we can get ready here, and I have my bowl here. We're going to put this in here, and I'm going to show you how this looks. First spoon. Wow, look at that steam. Looks great. It smells delicious. This soup, anybody can make this. It's simple, it's easy. It took me only about 10 minutes. If you get the right shrimp paste, that Pan Thai brand that I talked about, that is going to make or break the flavor. Lemongrass, lime leaf, galangal root also help. If you can't find them, the soup will still taste good without it, but it really adds a lot to it. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I just want to say thanks to everybody. here I'm just adding a little bit of garnish. I always like to garnish with these onions. If you ever watch my other videos, I do. But I just love the color. It's not doing anything for the taste. It's just really making it look beautiful. So there you have it. Tom Yum Goong. You can make it in your home. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Enjoy, everybody. Thanks so much for watching.